Welcome back, Shop Rats. It's another Talk About It Tuesday. I had recently posted a question over on the community tab asking what Talk About It Tuesday topics would you be interested in hearing me talk about. And channel viewer unfinished project, channel viewer unfinished project, say that 4 times real fast, had posted the question of what are my view on self-driving cars. Now, that's an interesting topic, so let's get into it. I'm Mike, and this is My Car Shop.
Working out of a 100-year-old refurbished barn, bringing 35 years of experience to projects considered beyond repair. Vision, creativity, and problem-solving are essential tools in this place. Watch as we transform junk into polished metal miracles. This is My Cars Shop.
First, I have to say that as a control freak, I don't like being in a car unless I'm the one driving it at all. So sitting back, being in a driverless car ain't happening for me ever. But there's all kinds of different aspects to this question, and I think it's a great question to talk about. First of all, how would that even fit into the hot rod community? I've seen some brainless drivers, but I've rarely seen driverless cars. Now, I've been in a Tesla, and I've experienced the self-driving feature that it has, and all of that stuff, and I definitely know the anxiety I felt when the person driving the car was doing this. And the car was stopping itself at an intersection, and well, it's rather frightening to think about this pile of diodes and computer chips is in control of my life. But on the other hand, I mean, on a daily basis, that's kind of true anyway, isn't it? And airplanes have had autopilots for years, and well, I've kind of been an autopilot for my wife sometimes when we're going places. She's directing me where to go, but we probably shouldn't go there. When I worked in engineering, one of the things that I was involved with slightly was the whole drive-by-wire idea for the gas pedal, where we used that instead of a cable to the throttle body and all of that stuff. And having been involved in some of the early automation in the industry leaves me a bit skeptical when it comes to technology controlling our lives like that with driverless cars, which is weird, and I think it's change, and change is hard for everybody, and statistically I'm sure that it's true that we are probably safer on the road with cars driving themselves around than we are with trusting random people as we're hurling our bodies down the road in 4,000 or 5,000 pound lumps of metal, passing somebody within 24 inches at 80 miles an hour. That's crazy when you look at it objectively, and yet there still is this inherent trust in another human being to do the right thing, which is absolutely stupid when you think about it. But I'm still skeptical of relinquishing control, and that's probably a me issue more than anything, but relinquishing control to a machine. I mean, we're doing that in every area of life already, and do I really want to relinquish one other area of my life to a machine? I don't know. So the whole idea of a driverless car leaves me double-minded, because statistically, as I said, I'm sure it is actually safer, especially as the technology is more and more developed. But it means letting go of control, and I don't know. I've said that before, so you can see that I'm really locking up over that. I mean, I work in computers every day, and anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Stuff fails, stuff breaks, programming glitches. People hack things, which is another whole thing that could happen with cars, and I believe actually can happen even with today's cars. I'm just not ready for that. And I don't know. I think there are maybe even bigger issues than just the technology itself. Maybe, and I don't know if it's true or not. I'm not saying it's true. Maybe there are even some moral issues that would apply to that. I'm not sure. It's an interesting topic, that's for sure. having been a person who has traveled all over the United States via rail and traveled all over the world via airplane and just done a lot of traveling, and would actually prefer to take rail transportation over any other form, even driving for long distance trips, because I can just sit back, read a book, and get up, go to the diner car, have a meal. That's relinquishing control, right? But I still feel like there's somebody up there that's highly trained and is in control and that I can trust with my life. Yet, having been in airplanes, as I said, autopilot flies planes all over the place, and yet there's still a pilot there paying attention. So the thought of getting in my car, maybe not having a steering wheel at all, never going to happen. Getting in my car and letting the car take me somewhere so that I can kick back and take a nap. Yeah. It sounds appealing in theory. In practical reality, I don't know. There are definite advantages to places like Chicago that could have dedicated lanes like they do right now on the Skyway through downtown Chicago, that are just through lanes, and you just get on there and you go, and you don't have to deal with all the hoo-ha of entering and exiting traffic. And I could see those easily becoming self-driving lanes where you put your car in there and hit the play button and kick back and read a book. So, setting the emotional part of that aside, I can see some advantage. I think the real questions are, is the technology really there to have the fail-safes that are required? Are we really ready as a society for this different mode of transportation? And then I think, how individualistic are we going to become? We were already so individualistic, and I think causing social problems for us, where we are all so fiercely independent and want to do our own thing that we've lost sight of this codependence. I shouldn't say codependency, but this interdependency that we, I think, should have as a society. So if we're going to have self-driving cars, I would back up and ask the question, why aren't we just using some forms of public transportation which kind of accomplish the same things anyway? As we have transitioned from local rail service for delivering freights and goods into independent trucking, where you can literally now in the Amazon world order stuff and have it go into one of their trucks and delivered right to your door. That's really convenient and creates a lot of isolation, and I'm not sure that's a good idea for the whole of society. So there's a lot of times I think we're just not grown up enough to handle all of this stuff, and maybe we need to take a step back and reevaluate. I don't know. I don't have clear-cut thoughts on it. I have a mixed of thoughts, and I definitely have some emotional reactions, which I recognize are very control and fear-based, and that's probably more about me than anybody else. But drop your comments down there. What are your thoughts about driverless cars? Or what are your thoughts about brainless drivers? What are your thoughts about public transportation as an alternative to this fiercely independent door-to-door transportation opportunities that we currently use? I don't know. It's an interesting topic that I'm probably going to circle back around to, but I thought I would share my initial thoughts with you. Go ahead and drop some comments down there, and thanks for bringing the discussion topic up, Unfinished Project. I really appreciate it. If you haven't checked out that channel, by all means, go over there and do it. Got some good stuff going on. All right, that's going to do it. We're on the Face thing. We're on the Instagram thing over there also, /MyCarShop. We're here on the You thing, so go ahead and subscribe. Hit that bell so you receive those notifications. And one more thing, don't forget, it's rather important.